Hello everybody, I am Christine the Mean, and I'm here today with war triples from the Mercs Legion War against Saurov, which clearly we won rather decisively. So there are some interesting attacks here. I can't go through all of the like level triples because there were literally a lot of them, so many. But there were a couple that I thought were really kind of interesting. So we're going to go through, I've got one Town Hall 12, 6 Town Hall 11 hits, and 3 Town Hall 10 hits that we're going to check out today. So we'll start out at the top with Town Hall 12. This is Captain Freaky doing a Pekka Bobat on their number 1. So I'll pause this at first just so we can see his troop comp. 5 healers, 6 Pekkas, 8 bowlers, 5 bat spells, ultimately 2 rage, a jump, a couple freeze. So that's the guts of his comp. So let's replay that and see how he does this. So there's those couple of Pekkas in at 530 with the queen behind them. So the CC has come out and is kind of burning through those Pekkas while the queen is working on the Teslas. He did drop his king on the other that gold storage there at 630, and now everything's frozen because the CC. Now with the healers on the queen, and he rages those to keep her up. A couple more Pekkas at 3 o'clock, and then that wrecker in between. So setting up a funnel here along that 3 to 6 side. I think he threw in a couple loons there just to pull out any air mines so that his healers don't get blasted. That's a smart move. Rage spell, and it kind of seems like it's petering out a little bit, but then he throws that jump in, and ultimately this Town Hall does go down, and he still has all these healers up. Now, of course, the queen turned around and deals with those air skellies, but at the same time, that Pekka has taken down the eagle, and these bat spells are coming in at about 1 o'clock. Not a lot of splash damage up there to hurt them, and he does have a number of freeze spells that he's still carrying. So really at this point all those infernos are down and there aren't any whiz towers left, so his bat spells can do quite a bit of harm to the base. And they're just going to fly through and they're going to clean it up. So I'm going to take this much faster for the finish, as there's not much else to see here except cleanup. Very nice Pekka Bobat by Captain Freaky. So the next one I wanted to show you is an 11v11. This is King Bob doing a Queen Charge Lalo. So we will pause at first to take a peek at his troop comp. The queen charge party's got those 5 healers, and a couple of hounds, loons, heroes. You know, the troop comp's got a fair amount of haste spells in it. Jump, a couple rages. So let's see what he does. So what's King Bob doing here? He's dropped a baby drag on that dark elixir drill, and then the queen with her healers. So the baby drag will funnel her towards the Town Hall. And he had another one behind there. I think he wants to make sure she goes to the Town Hall. So first she's got to work through this king. He's got the rage spell down to make sure she can make that. He has dropped his king on the Town Hall to help, I think, keep this moving along. So that Town Hall is not on. Now that jump spell goes down, and as I was watching it, I'm thinking, how's that jump spell? How's she going to take that? But ultimately, you know, they take out that gold mine, and the king gets the Tesla down, and in she goes. So really nice use of that jump spell to get that second that air defense down, as well as the eagles now going down from the queen. And that's a lot of important defenses that are taken care of already. Another X-bow. I mean, his queen charge is getting a lot of value here. And then the CC comes out. So he's got another X-bow going down, and the CC's going down. I'm always highly impressed with King Bob's queen charging. So now the Lava Hound and the Slammer coming in at 3 with a bunch of loons behind. I'm sure he had hoped to get the enemy queen. She has decided to target the troops instead. But he's got a lot going on in that corner there. Drops that haste spell down to move everything past the queen more quickly, and now she's dead. So that's a delight to see her dead. More loons coming in. He's got minions out there for cleanup. And a freeze on that Inferno. So it's... these loons are luckily not all clumped up and are separated and moving across the ending parts of this base. So really, really nice hit by King Bob, and particularly that queen charge I thought was beautifully done. Well, that's just 4 times through the rest of this hit. Nice job, King Bob. Alright, the next one I wanted to show you, this is Mercury, and he has a Bowitch hit that we should take a peek at. Now, I mean, this Bowitch, that's the 10-10-15 that we were all doing a while ago, but Mercury's still managing to make some really good progress using this attack. So when you take a look at this, there's one of the Infernos is on single, the other is on multi. It's got that group of 3 X-bows right there in the middle. So let's see how Mercury approaches this with his Bowitch. Giant spread across. He puts some bowlers and witches in at 3 o'clock first, and then drops that wrecker and the rest of the witches and bowlers. Really biased a little bit, away from the 12 o'clock, so he didn't spread them evenly from 12 to 3. They're kind of biased towards the bottom half of this base. I think so most of them end up following the wrecker into the inside of the base. The CC is out, but the queen is in. She's managing that along with some poison. What's he doing here? So he's dropped his heal spell during that freeze. He had a fair bit going outside, which turns out to be a good thing. The bowlers broke through the middle there. And honestly, with all these witches, it just kind of looks a little bit overpowering, doesn't it? He still has his queen ability, he still has his warden ability, and there's just that corner left. Of course, it's got an Inferno in it, so you always have to be cognizant of that. He does use his warden ability right there, but the Inferno's down, the Wiz Tower's down. This is going great. I would say good job by Mercury in seeing that, we were all doing this attack for a while, and then the base is adjusted. But once in a while you'll come across one that is weak to this attack again, and nice job by Mercury to see that opportunity and take it. Alright, the next one I wanted to show is number 6 by Shajil, another 11v11. This is a witch bat attack. So 12 witches and 6 bat spells in this comp, along with some healers. So there's a queen walk involved. So let's see how he attacks this with his witches and bats. E-drag up, at 9 o'clock to funnel one side, and a king and a couple of witches at 6 for the other, with a queen going up the middle with the healers. So queen walk kind of with the warden and the wrecker up the middle. I think he wants his queen to go into that channel. Maybe take down the eagle. A lot of witches following everything into that space right there. With the rage, and there's still the healers in play. Poisons the CC. We're just kind of watching these troops move. Now that wrecker is broken. And so then he puts the bat spells in at 3 with that freeze on the nearest whiz tower. So they'll be able to take that whiz tower down, and then there's not a lot of splash damage left in that quadrant. The queen is still up, but it takes her a while to take care of all those bats. And she seemed to target the ice golem for a bit. So now there is some splash up here at 12. And he does not use his freeze spell up there, but he was watching the ones that are the bats that are still at 230 and dropped it there. Luckily, has enough left in his troop comp to be able to finish off this base. Again, he's still got his warden ability this late into the hit. Perhaps he's saving it for that inferno. Nice that freeze golem, froze both the whiz tower and that the inferno. And the queen will just take it down. She's like, yeah, no problem. I got this. So good hit by Shajil with the witch bat attack. So the next one I want to show you is Greg hitting number 7 with a Pekka Bobat. And again, his comp has 4 healers, 4 Pekkas, a couple witches, a bunch of bowlers, total of 7 bat spells, including the 2 maxed in the CC. So he's kind of heavy on the bats here. Let's see what Greg does with this comp. Okay, so his queen is in at 6 o'clock, working on that elixir storage. He did put in a bowler up at 12. I think he wanted to make sure he got the town hall. Drops his healers on the queen, so he's got a queen walk going here. And then a Pekka on either side, kind of flanking the queen wide, with the wrecker in between. So setting a funnel and troops to go in behind the queen. Witches and bowlers deployed. The CC comes out. He's got all his troops under rage and a poison on the CC. Look at all of those multi-infernos engaged with the troops in the core, but he's still got his healers up. And gets one of them down, gets the other one down, and then he sends his bat spells in behind. So he freezes that one whiz tower. You can see he's kind of watching where they go and is freezing the whiz towers as the bat spells get there. He relied on, he cooked up a lot of bat spells, so was really hoping to take out a major part of the defenses using the bat spells, and he was very successful in doing that. So a good eye and good timing on those spells to completely flatten this base with his Pekka Bobat. All we're doing now is cleaning it up. So I'm going to speed up for the end here. Great job by Greg on deploying this thing. So the next one I wanted to show is number 9, another 11v11, and this is Marshall Golub with a hog hit. So just to pause this so we can see what he's got. 6 wizards and 3 Pekkas and 31 hogs. 5 total heals and 1 rage in this comp. So interesting that when I first look at this, I'm thinking about Pekka Kill Squad with a lot of heal. Let's see what Marshall does with this. So there's a Pekka that just went in here at 9 o'clock and a wizard. So he's clearing out that corner. Another Pekka down here at 6:30. He puts the wrecker in between. So he's deployed 2 of his Pekkas and now his wizards are behind. And that third Pekka just went in behind the wrecker along with the king and the queen. So I think he's hoping all this stuff will follow that wrecker in. The enemy CC comes out and he does poison that, and his queen does decide to go in and take out the CC just like he needed her to. And takes down one of the Inferno towers. So at this point those Hogs are coming in over here. So he's going to start sending those in at 9:30 and a couple of different sets of Hogs. Clearly sending a few in early and a few in late to watch for traps and bombs. He's put out 2 of those heal spells now, and he still has 2 in the bank. Still a fair amount of base to get through here. But at this point, you look at it and you think, oh yeah, he's probably got this. There's a lot of Hogs still in play, and they're all under heal at the moment. And he did throw in a couple of wizards for cleanup along that 9 to 12 side, while the Hogs are finishing up over here. I like to see the Hogs viable again. For a while it seemed like they weren't, and now they are. And I don't know if it's that we got, people like Marshall got better at hogging, or if we had a tweak. But I like to see the Hogs come into play. So there's just cleanup going on now. I'll speed this up. Nice Hog hit by Marshall. Well thought out in terms of getting the CC and killed and the enemy queen down. Alright, the next one I wanted to show was MSK hitting on 10 with a Pekka Bobat. So let's see what her troop comp looks like. She's got 5 healers, so that could be a queen walk, we'll see. 4 Pekkas, 13 bowlers, and a couple wizards, and a couple of wall breakers. 5 bat spells. So let's see, what does she do with this? Alright, we got a queen. We got a queen with healers. We got a queen walk. Now this is a ring base, so obviously on a ring base you always have to worry about your funnel. How are you going to get that funnel to go? So she's sending, so she put a wizard in at 9 to take out a camp, and I think is sending her queen towards 12 on purpose. At this point drops the wrecker at about 11:30 with a bunch of Pekkas in between. And the queen has decided to shoot through a wall. So the queen's shooting through the wall, gets through, the wrecker gets through, and everything kind of converges and heads right into the center of the base. The CC's come out and has been killed and therefore froze everything. She does a nice job with this kind of funneling it to the middle, and now she's got her bat spells coming in support of the main troop push. That Wiz Tower is sort of distracted by what's in the middle, so she didn't really need to worry too much about it. And with all the troops still under heal, going around the ring, it's sort of just a matter of waiting for them to finish. Still has a bunch of Pekkas alive. I think she still has 4 of them alive, maybe 3 in the middle and 1 on the outside, maybe 5. Pekka's lasted a long time in this attack. So I'm gonna speed that up. Great job by MSK in getting all that stuff funneled to the middle and tripling a solid ring base. All right, the next one I wanted to show is a 10v10. This is Sarah doing a, I think you might call it a clone Lalo on number 11. So let's look at her troop comp. So this is, like I said, a 10v10. And there's the 3 Lava Hounds, 25 Loons in the comp, a few other troops, King and Queen. There's the clone spell, and some haste spells. So let's see what she does with all that good stuff. There was a hole in the base, so she dropped a loon there just to see what was there. And in goes her slammer. Out comes the CC. She dropped another one to make sure that CC came out. The slammer's moving in. She cloned this E-Dragon loons when they dropped out of the slammer. She's kind of cleared out this corner, essentially, with her slammer. And then has her heroes going in at 2 o'clock. King's clearing out the trash, and the Queen is, well, she's gonna do something with this ice golem here. Like kill it. And then she's got loons and hounds coming in from about 4 o'clock till about 6:30. The hounds, one of those hounds popped and made some pups. The other one still, there's a couple more still in play. It has like columns of loons heading towards each of the defenses. Well deployed haste spells. So I thought she was super bold, saving these couple of air defenses for the end. Seems to be working out just fine for Sarah, though. She's gonna get this done. Maybe just barely done, but she's gonna get this done. This Lalo hit. I would speed it up, but at this point, if you're watching it live, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if she's going to get it done. And I'm trying to add to the suspense. That loon's going in, the E-Drags, Chain Lightning's helping out, and they do manage to get this down. Nice job by Sarah on that 10v10. Then we want another 10v10. Number 13 was Pablissimo with a hog hit. So 32 hogs, a golem, 10 wizards, baby drag, 4 heals, 1 rage, 2 poison. Let's see what Pablissimo does with this. Alright, there goes the golem and a couple of wizards put down. Baby drag, so he's kind of got stuff going on in this corner over here with the golem and the wizards and the baby drag, clearing out the outside stuff. That wrecker aiming at the town hall, pulling out the CC, which he does poison and then sends his heroes in to take care of it. So the CC is down. You can see the enemy queen is still up, and that inferno is there. But the king goes in to take down the queen. The wrecker is still plowing through stuff. And the queen's following. So now at this point the queen and the opposing CC are down. And that wrecker is just continuing to make its way towards the town hall with the heroes behind. It has now blown up, and the bowlers and ice golem have popped out. And now he's got his hogs coming in. From about 11 to about 1:30. And a few more, a couple on each defense, as he circles this base clockwise and strategically drops his heal spells. Now, there are some ground skellies that are always an issue when you're hogging. But he's got a whole heal spell left and one whole whiz tower left to take down. So he's gonna get this done. Finally, those hogs get done with the skellies and are able to contribute to the cleanup effort. I'll just fast through the rest of that. Great job by Publissimo with this hogging hit. And then the last one I have for you today is number 15, where we will watch DJ Panda with a 10v10 Dragbat. So let's pause this. Okay, now I picked this one specifically because I have a personal hatred for the quadrant bases, and I wish they would just go away. It's time for them to go away. So I want to showcase our ability to triple these quadrant bases. So this is DJ Panda's troop set for Dragbat. 9 drags, 6 bat spells, some loons, a hound, a couple rages. Let's see how he tackles the quadrant base. 1 dragon in at 9 o'clock over here, clearing some stuff in that corner. He's got another one up here, and the queen at 12. He dropped his king at 9 as well with that dragon, and then he puts all the drags in between there. So as the 2 corners get cleared, he puts the drags in between. He sends his slammer in at that single target inferno. All of his drags and loons are going in the middle. Well, he put a couple of loons in on this whiz tower on the backside. He bat bombs out that second inferno after those loons take out the whiz tower. So I thought that was a good use of a couple of loons to target that whiz tower, which then enabled his bat spells to take out that inferno. And the rest of it, I mean, his drags are kind of spread out. That's not a bad thing in this case. I mean, it's hard to keep them all together in one of these quadrant bases. So good to see, you know, that last whiz tower go down, and now pretty much all of the defenses are, well, mostly accounted for. I guess there's a mortar up here, but for the most part, this base is dead. So I'm going to fast forward through the rest of this. Great job by DJ Panda to see the Dragbat opportunity here and to protect those bat spells so that that bat bomb on the single inferno worked. Good job. So it was a decisive win for Mercs Legion. We had a good war. I want to congratulate our whole clan for putting in the effort and getting it done. Nice job, nice hits, everybody, and I'm Christine the Mean, and we'll see you next time.